Chapter 13, The Temple of Sacrifice. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video. We have 2 crystal skulls to pick up on this stage, as well as some other items, so let's get cracking. We've got a weapon upgrade straight off the bat. We will go for Falcon's Talons there. And then we can stock up on any items that we may need to stock up on, such as the herbs and some mushrooms. So feel free to pop all of those. And then we're going to push on in. So we can use the piercing void orb. We can use the scythe ultimate technique level 1 or 2. It should do the job here. So feel free to crack a few of those ultimate techniques. I've got a few of these bad boys here. We can use the orb. Try and angle that so it kind of gets multiple enemies in one blast. We've got these bad boys here as well, so feel free to orb or use ultimate technique. These ones can be a little bit spicy, however, because they are quite quick and nimble. They'll kind of jump out the way of the orb. I don't think there's anything tucked away down here. So let's crack on. Wall run, jump across. A few more of these enemies, just going to run past for now, and then we'll whack an orb in their direction in a second. There we go. That clears those. A couple more. Pop up. Just got 1 and 2. There we go. So that takes care of those. Grab this chest here. We've got some health restore in there. Jump on down. Got some stuff down here. Chest here. This one is Life of the Gods. So really important. Make sure to pick that up. And that one is Ninpo Restore. So feel free to go crazy with your Ninpo on that bit, because you'll be able to restore it in that chest. We're going to have to do 2 wall runs on this section. So 1 here. And then 1 here, and then jump across. And then we'll just do some ultimate techniques. Maybe pop a few void orbs. Might try and lure them over into this corner over here so we can get more of them with the void orbs and the ultimate techniques. I think that has cleared them out. Oh no. Got a straggler. He's jumped over the orb. I see. I've never seen that before in my life. There we go. First time for everything. Okay, so we've got some stuff over here as well. We've got a notebook on this body here. So grab the notebook. Oh, we've got 1 more. There we go. So other than that, yeah, I think it's just the notebook we can grab in that section. So grab that notebook and move on forward. Cheeky save point there. If you can get a charge on this bit, go for it, but these things are quite fast, so you may not be able to get a charge off in time. I'm going to opt for the Ninpo down here. See if we can get any with the Ninpo. It got all of them apart from that one that went underground. So we might be able to use the Inferno Ninpo as well on this bit, because depending on the number of these that come at us, like for example, yeah, there's 2, possibly 3, 4, but we'll use the Inferno anyway. So this should basically auto target at least 3. Take 3 out. We can then use the essence from the ones that were just killed to then ultimate technique the final 4th one in the group. So depending on the situation, the void is usually better against this one that's coming up. and the Inferno one is usually quite good against the smaller enemies, the ones that attack in like the groups of 3 and 4. We've got one more mushroom. I would switch to Inferno for this. Although you might be able to get them all with the Void. Just sometimes they're quite fast and they'll usually... they're usually quite good at like avoiding the Void Orb sort of thing, so... That should take care of those, and then we can push on forward. There is a body here. Grains of life in there. Feel free to pop one if you've got maximum, and then pick up the spare. Cheeky save point here. Got acid in this section. Gonna do a few spin to wins with the old scythe. Use the essence. Just go for level 1s or level 2s, depending on your situation. I think that should clear them. Basically just a bunch of level 1 and level 2 ultimate techniques should sort that out. If you've got any void orbs with the ninpo, you can also use that. Obviously be careful of this because it's acid, so don't stand in that for too long. We can ninja flip up. Don't think there's anything behind there. There's not. There is a crystal skull just above us, and there's a chest below us. What we can do, usually with this bit here, you have to kind of run on the wall a bit further back than what you think you should to give yourself a little bit of wall run time. You could also switch to the dragon sword to get a bit of extra air time at the end. The crystal skull is here, so make sure to get this crystal skull right here at the top. And there is a chest down below if you want to get that as well. We'll have to take these enemies out, so we'll just switch to the scythe and we'll smash through those. I think there's a chest tucked away somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. So health restore in there if you want to grab the health. Other than that, we can push on up. Do the wall runs again to get across. There we go. Another acid pool. So they can basically like spit acid at you, which interrupts you, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. We'll wiggle the thumbstick to get that off. Wiggle the thumbstick to escape that bad boy. I don't think we've got any mushrooms. I would advise using a mushroom here, then just using the void orb, which will just delete everything, but I think we are fresh out, so just got to go in old school here. Okay, we're going to have to back up and get some space because these are being a bit of a pain. Just go for the standard combos for those. Okay, now we can do the charges. I think another one of these might spawn. Yes, indeed. Okay, that should do. Oh, there's a third. Still going for it. So yeah, if you basically get in a situation where you don't have any void orbs in that bit there, you can just... I just did the heavy attack with the scythe to take out the smaller enemies. Or if you can get an ultimate technique to actually charge, then go for that as well. But we were unlucky with the ultimate technique charges there. Other than that, yeah, once that's clear, just pop on forward. You've got a save point there, full health restore. We've got loads of essence that we can spend, so when we get to a shop, we'll just top up on all the stuff. Max out all the items and stuff. I'm going to skip on past that when it lets me through. So a few ranged enemies will pop up in this bit, so try and get these first if you can do, although it's sometimes a bit of a pain to get them. Go for the heavy combo there. There we go. Just going to range that guy in the air. Okay, and we have a crystal skull coming on up, so just look to your left here, go to the bottom of the stairs, go left, and you'll find it. I believe it's somewhere across this back wall just here, so look out for the crystal skull around this location here. And that's the crystal skulls for this stage. Push on forward, we've got a chest around the corner, pick up the chest and then ninpo restore. A few enemies pop up here. So what we'll do here is we'll go for the ninpo, we'll go for the Inferno ninpo, because there's a few of these. As long as the enemies are above ground, the ninpo should be fine, but sometimes these will go underground. Obviously if they do, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, because they'll just completely avoid the ninpo attack. Jump up on here and then attack this bad boy to bring this down. And I believe we've got an item of some kind in here. This Jewel of the Demon Seal. You can use those to upgrade all your ninpos. I think that's all the jewels at this point, the Demon Seal jewels. We've got 3 that we can use. So we can level up the Wind Blades to maximum. We can level up the Flame Phoenix to maximum as well. Then that gives us maximum ninpo. So we've got Inferno level 3, Windblaze level 3, Void level 3, and Flame Phoenix level 3 as well. So that is all of that. We're going to head on through. Got these bad boys, so we're going to use the Inferno once again. Hopefully try and get them above ground. Use the essence or the charge for the last one. Should sort those out. Then we've got the bigger fiends, going to switch to the Void Orb for this one. Hopefully we can get 2 at a time, but we'll see. Yes. Yes, we can. And these flying ones and the smaller ones, back to the Inferno for the smaller. Try and take out these flying ones if possible, but sometimes the auto target likes to go for these ones on the ground. I think that one, the Inferno, got the one in the sky, so that's all good. We've got a weapon upgrade here. So this is where we can stock up on stuff. So if you did have to like smash through your items and stuff like I did a little bit earlier, this is where we can top up on items. I'll mainly be using the scythe, to be totally honest, so not sure which one to go for. Might as well go for Lunar Staff, although I might not use it too much. Other than that, we'll top up on all the stuff. Like I say, we've got basically infinite cash at this point, so just feel free to whack all those. We could even use some mushrooms and then top back up on the mushrooms. That should do for now. That should do, so we're stocked up on all that stuff. Although I'm pretty much going to use the Void straight off the bat here, I think. There we go. So kind of let them get close-ish to you. Not too far away, because the void orb only travels like a certain amount of distance and then it stops. Or doesn't hit the enemies past a certain distance. So just keep that in mind. Back to Inferno for these. Got a platform switch here, so just around the corner from that save point we've got this platform switch. So head on over, jump up and hit this switch. Got an item in here, which is Grains of Spiritual Life. Feel free to grab that if you need it. You can head on down. Try and get all these three together. Use the Inferno. Chest here for Ninpo Restore. We go for Inferno again. You could try and use the Void Orb for these. It might get them all, but it just depends on what they do when they're trying to avoid it and stuff, because they'll run around all over the place. So just be aware of that. We've got a chest up here. Ninpo Restore once again in there. Then a cutscene will play. It kind of puts us in the direction of some stairs. However, we're going to ignore the stairs for now. Just turn around. And we're going to trigger a bit of a mini-boss. Got a herb there if we need the herb. Feel free to grab that. On this one, just jump, hit this. So we'll trigger the mini-boss. We're going to whip out the Void Orb. Also, the audio on this thing, when you shoot it, is quite loud. So just keep that in mind. What you can do is when it goes to attack, you can actually use your Ninpo, and it will give you a little bit of invincibility frames when you actually use your Ninpo itself. So when you see it stop, it's going to attack, so you can use the Ninpo then. Shoot that at the enemy. A lot of the time, you'll just completely avoid the attack because you're invincible at that time. And the Ninpo does pretty decent damage as well, so careful of timing like that, 'cause obviously I timed it so I got hit by the fire afterwards there. But yeah, this thing doesn't really do too much damage. Just keep on shooting away and that will sort that bad boy out. So once that falls down there, you'll see a chest just behind us here. So grab that. There's mad cash in there. And there is that herb there. So if you did take a hit or something, you could also always pop a herb and then pick up the spare herb in there. Other than that, we can push on up here. And we're going to use some of those mushrooms that we picked up earlier and switch to the Void Orb if we don't already have it on. You shoot a few of those up there. Although that one, I think, missed every single one of these ninjas. Going to jump back, get some space, go for some level 2s. So on this bit, basically level 2s with the scythe will pretty much just delete everything off the stairs. So you can just keep doing that basically to clear the path. You can also use the Void Orbs like I mentioned before, but sometimes, as you can see, the Void Orb sometimes can miss, so it might not be the best option for this scenario. So push on up a little bit further, that will trigger some more to start chasing us. I think some might appear behind us as well. You can get some space, jump back, try and get some charges off, but I think we'll go for the Void Orb at this point because there's quite a few quite close to us. And try and get back into the chain if you can do, but sometimes it's a bit spicy. So eventually that will clear. And then we can head up, although there are some more at the top. Usually there's one that kind of randomly gets stuck at the top. He doesn't really know what he's doing. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Perhaps the Cha-Cha slide. I'm not sure. But usually that means you can sort of like continue on. That will trigger a few more at the top. Just do level 1s, level 2s. Until it's looking a bit more clear. There's a chest. I think this is Ninpo Restore at the top. It is, so just grab that and then we're going to head on inside. We're pretty much at the boss at this point. Almost at the end of the stage. A couple of bits and bobs we can do in here. We can pop a cheeky save. Shop here, so feel free to use your mushrooms and stuff, and you know, max out your health and max out your items and all that stuff. Once you're looking good with all that, you can grab a extra save before you go in. And use the Ascent Void on these. Hopefully they play nice. Nope, one of them decided to jump out of the way. That clears those. I think there's some chests and stuff down here. There's one on the left, which is cash. One on the right, which is Ninpo Restore. And there's also some text here if you want to get this text. Have a cheeky read through. Other than that, it's pretty much the boss. So let's jump on in. We're going to be using quite a similar strats to what we have been using, where we block and dodge. So a lot of the time we're holding down block, kind of getting ready for her to attack. We're going to be doing our attacks, heavy attack combo from behind, if we can get behind, which is ideally the situation. This boss is like really agile and she'll dodge a lot of the attacks. I think Falcon's talons are quite good against her as well. If she does that, you can just move away. It's basically just going to shoot a bunch of stuff at you, so just move to avoid the stuff. So it can be a bit spicy to get a combo off with this, but when you do, that's literally one combo and it's taken a massive chunk of her health. It's pretty much just the heavy attack combo with this one. Hold down block and dodge, get ready for the attack. You've got full items as well, so don't forget to pop your items and stuff for your heals and stuff. You can use Ninpo, but I think she will dodge it, so you can pretty much just use it for like invincibility frames. So if you need a quick breather, although that one actually hit, I don't think I've ever seen it hit her before, but there we go. So if you need a quick breather, don't forget you get some invincibility frames from your Ninpo. Apparently that does quite good damage this time. So you can use Falcon's talons as well, which are quite fast, or the heavy attack combo with the scythe like we did. Use ninpo if things are getting a bit spicy. Apparently the ninpo sometimes does connect and does decent damage. Other than that, you should be good to go. And that is the end of the chapter. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, remember to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.